Yo, they call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Devin Zoolander coming all the way live from my domicile. And I want to talk to you right now about a new segment that I'm introducing called That's a Bar. And the way this works is that you take any inspirational quote, song lyric, or movie, television line that you might have heard that really stuck out to you, and you just explain why it stuck out to you. Let me take you back to 2004. A young artist by the name of Kanye West, he dropped a project called The College Dropout, one of the dopest hip-hop albums, or albums period, of all time. And when he dropped this album, he just kept hitting you with all kinds of haymakers like lyrical fire, great production value, dynamite features, good sequencing. Everything about the album just makes it a classic. However, there was one track in particular, Last Call, the very last track of the album that stood out to me. And as somebody that used to grow up looking at Jay-Z, drug dealer, Ludacris, ladies man, 50 Cent, gangster, like I couldn't relate to none of them dudes. But then the dude comes through and he's like the choir boy with edge. He's like a rapping Carlton Banks with pink polos and book bags. And it's just like a really cool thing. Well, anyway, on Last Call, there's this really dope line that he says. And the line goes a little something like this. Now I could let these dreamkillas kill my self-esteem or use my arrogance as esteem to power my dreams. I use it as my gas, so they say that I'm gas, but without it I'd be last, so I ought to last. And I love that line so much because just saying steam and then turning it into self-esteem, a play on words right there, and saying basically, if you think that I'm arrogant, then I'm going to lean into that, but I'm going to use it to push me to go where I want to go in life. So some people might call you arrogant, and they might be right. You might be suffering from some kind of narcissism like I do from time to time. You might be dealing with just being too self-absorbed, which I am a lot of the time. So they could be right about that, or they could be wrong. They could just be projecting their own insecurities onto you, trying to get you to be as low as they are, because as we all know, misery loves company. So if anybody ever tries to call you arrogant, then just take it with a grain of salt. They might be right, they might be wrong, but at the end of the day, all that matters is, what are you going to do with that? Somebody call you the villain? I'm not saying go around doing bad things to people, but say hello to the bad guy. Sometimes we meet villains in movies and in real life that are actually kind of likable, kind of like Killmonger and Black Panther. Anyway, don't let anybody else calling you arrogant distract you from what you need to do. I just really like that quote, and I wish that I would have made that quote my yearbook quote from my senior year at Northeast High School, but I didn't do it. My quote was, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly." And while that is a very nice quote by Langston Hughes, I'm a hip-hop head, so I should have used Kanye, but I just wasn't ready to do it. But anyway, what are some lines that you've been listening to that have stuck with you? Like, what's something that you thought, like, yo, this spitting right now? Like, what's something that you heard that just put you in that frame of mind? Like, this is like modern-day Shakespeare or James Baldwin or Langston Hughes. Let me know in the comments section what your line is, and after you do it, hashtag that's a bar. This has been another video with your boy Devin Zoolander, and always remember, who am I? Oh yeah, I know who I am. They call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You didn't hear me? They call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah. And as always, stay moisturized and mind your business. That's right, just mind your business. All right, we out. Peace.